back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Faith and I make videos about travel, lifestyle and living a life in Serbia. So if you're new here, please, I kindly request you to subscribe. So today we are going to dive into an important topic for anyone planning to move to Serbia or planning to travel to Serbia. The difference between Serbia Visa D and Serbia Visa C. Yes, this is really important to make the right choice or to know which visa is right for you. Well, most of you are confused on which visa to apply for, basing on your reasons. Some of you are like, I want to travel to Serbia for work, but you want to come with a C visa. I want to come to Serbia to visit. I want to come for a conference, business trip. I want to study, So in this video, I'm going to explain benefits and the differences of Serbia C visa and D visa, and at the end of it, it will help you make the right choice of which visa is right for you. So it's really important to make the right choice of the visa basing on your purposes and the duration of stay in Serbia. I mean, if you don't, it can somehow cost you or disturb you, or so to avoid problems, or please mind and be keen and be careful when you're making a choice on which visa to apply for. So let's understand these two visas, Serbia Visa C and Serbia Visa D. These two visas are totally different. So let's dive into Serbia Visa C. What is Serbia Visa C? So Serbia C visa is a type of a visa that allows foreigners to enter and stay in Serbia for up to a period of 90 days. The key points about this visa is one is the purpose. The visa is intended for a short stay, such as tourism, business meeting, cultural events and sports, conferences, visiting families and friends, and other short-term reasons or activities depending on what you want to do. So number 2 is the duration. The visa allows you to stay in Serbia for up to 90 days. Those are the 3 months. The visa can be a single entry, double entry, or a multiple entry. What is a single entry visa? A single entry visa, when you apply for C visa, let's say you want to visit Serbia and then after exit. That means you cannot come back. But if you apply for a C visa and then you request for a double entry, it means in the visa you've been given, the 90 days visa you've been given, yes, it always has 3 months full, 90 days. It means that visa allows you to travel or visit Serbia 2 times. Like you visit, you have an entry stamp, an exit stamp, like you come back to your country, and then you can still visit again Serbia with the same visa, go and come back to your country. So guys, more about the double entry visa. Like let's say you have 2 conferences in the first month and the last month. You cannot stay in Serbia for all that period. So what one can do, one can be like, I'll go for the conference and after exit, and then come back in this 3rd month, attend the conference and after exit. So it allows you to enter Serbia for up to a period of 90 days, but 2 times. But you cannot come to Serbia with that visa when it is expired. That's it with a double entry C visa. So let's dive into the multiple entry C visa. So multiple entry C visa, it is a type of a visa that allows you to enter and stay in Serbia for up to a period of 90 days. The difference with this visa, multiple entry visa, it allows you to enter Serbia more than 2 times. Let's say you're a businessman, you make business in Serbia, you have to come and exit. Let's say you want to buy things in Serbia and go resell them in your country, depending which kind of business you're operating. And if let's say you have a family, you want to visit your family in Serbia oftenly, this kind of visa is good for you. So guys, I urge you, if you're filling in the form for this visa, understand what you really want, or understand what you're going to do and what you really want. Is what you're going to do allows you, are you going to do it for finish and exit, nothing more? Do you have a conference? You have conference in 2 times. Let's say you have 2 conferences. They're definitely in 3 months, or one in the first month, another in the second month. Do you want to apply a C visa with a double entry or a single entry? I mean, you have 2 conferences. They're in the 2 different months. So I guess the double entry visa would be good for you. I mean, tick double. On the application form, tick double. And if you have business meeting, you find yourself you have to go to Serbia several times, I mean, tick multiple. If you have a family and you feel you have to visit your family every once in a while, like 4, 5 times, 6 times in a month, in the 90 days you've been given, tick multiple. It is your right. Tick multiple. They will issue it to you. So I mean, guys, feel free, depending on your reasons or depending on what you do, please make a right choice. I mean, be careful and don't doubt what would they give you. No, tick it. That's why they put those entries for C visa. Do you want a single? They're always there on the application form. Do you want single, double, multiple? What is your reason? What is your purpose? Do you qualify for multiple? Do you qualify for single? So it is not just a matter of ticking. It depends on that reason that you have. If you're a business person, multiple is okay, double is okay. If you're a family person, multiple is okay, double is okay for you. I mean, don't waste your time and don't waste their time. I mean, they put them for you purposely for that. Do you want this month you request for the visa and the other month you again request for the visa to go and visit Serbia? Why would you waste your time and money? Choose accordingly to what you're going to do and save your time and money. Flexibility. This visa is flexible in the way that you've got option to choose if you want single, double, or multiple entry visa, depending on your reasons. So let's jump into the benefits of Serbia C visa. The processing time usually takes 15 days. This helps the traveler to make quick planning. Like, I mean, when to buy the ticket, what to prepare, what you buy, what you use, booking, all those things. When you get the visa, what you have to do. There are a series of things you have to do, So the moment you get it in time, you can plan earlier. So another key point to note here is the application process. what are the documents required? Of course, I've always talked about this. You need a valid passport, passport size photo, invitation letter, proof of sufficient funds, the return ticket, proof of accommodation. I've always talked about this. Once all this is done, compile everything, send to the embassy near you, or with this new system you have to of course apply online and wait until your visa is approved. No post-arrival formalities. Like when you reach in Serbia, the only thing you have to do is to report yourself to the police. You have to report yourself to the police within 24 hours. This means that when you reach Serbia, you don't have that stress of extending your visa, of having a residence permit. No, you're just going to stay until you exit. You're going to stay until your visa expires and you exit. Broad accessibility. Like once you get your C visa, this visa allows you or permits you to travel freely everywhere in Serbia. Let's jump into Serbia D visa. Serbia D visa is it is a long stay visa that permits foreigners to stay in Serbia for more than 90 days. It's typically for purposes of work, study, family unification, and other long-term activities. So the key aspects about D visa is the duration. Of course, the visa allows you to stay in Serbia for more than 90 days or a year or 2 years, depending on your reason or purpose of stay in Serbia. So another aspect is the application process. Of course, the documents required. Of course, the passport. They're quite similar with the visa C, but for this one, let's say if you're applying for a student visa, which is a D, you require, of course, to have an acceptance letter from the university. If it's employment, you need to have the contract, the employment contract or job contract. If it's marriage, that means you have to have marriage certificate. So of course there are the documents, they are the same. Another aspect is the processing time. The processing time for D visa takes quite a longer period, takes several weeks. So it is always advised to apply in advance. So another aspect is processing the residence permit. When you get D visa and you arrive in Serbia, let's say your D visa is 6 months, and maybe you have a job contract, or you have, depending on your reasons, job, study, what. When you arrive in Serbia, you have to apply for a residence permit. I don't know if I'm clear. So, as a must, when you arrive, you have to apply for your temporary residence permit to stay in Serbia. Don't wait for your D visa to expire and then you think of applying for your temporary residence. So let's jump into the benefits of D visa. So one is the longer duration. It allows you to stay longer than 90 days, typically up to 1 year, suitable for extended activities. Another one is specific purposes. It is designed for specific purposes such as work, study, and family reunions. Visa D holders can apply for temporary residence permit up to arrival in Serbia, facilitating them for a longer stay. The moment you have a Visa D, you have a chance to apply for residence permit, unlike Visa C. Another one, stability and continuity. provides stability for extended periods without needing frequent exits and re-entries. Like, you are not on pressure that hey exit, and then come back fast. You exit, apply D visa, and then you come back. No, there's not that pressure. The moment you're on a D visa, you straight go to the temporary residence. Unlike with a C visa you must to exit. It means you have to exit, come back Serbia, come back with a D visa or apply for a D visa for you to apply for a temporary residence. Another one, it opens opportunities for employment. The moment you have the D visa, you have a chance to apply for a jobs once in Serbia. And another thing, education opportunity. You have a chance to enroll in Serbian university, go to the university, do any course you wish to with the D visa, unlike with a C visa. So another one is comprehensive services. The D visa is open for comprehensive services such as healthy care, opening the bank accounts, and signing long-term rental agreement, unlike with the C visa. When you have a D visa, you have a chance to apply for a bank account. Foreigners with C visa are not permitted to have bank accounts here. So once you have your D visa and you in a line to have your temporary residence, then you have a chance, or you can apply for your bank account, have an account in a bank, and live a normal life like how any other person can live. Yes, so guys, if you find this video very interesting and educative, I kindly request you to subscribe and share it to anybody who wishes to know anything related to visa C or visa D. So guys, let's jump into the differences between visa C and visa D. I'll start with the duration of stay. The duration of stay for visa C is usually up to 90 days, whereas the duration of stay for visa D is usually more than 90 days, typically up to 1 year. So another one is purpose. The purpose for issuing C visa is usually tourism, conferences, business meetings, family visit, whereas the purposes for the issuance of the D visa is usually work, study, family unification, or other long-term activities. So another one is the post-arrival requirements. With the C visa, you don't need anything. The only thing you have to do is when you arrive in Serbia, you have to go to the police and get yourself a white card that shows your address, where you're staying, and all those things, the contact person of the person you're staying with. Whereas the D visa, yes, you also have to get the white card, or you have to go to the police. That one cuts across. But with the D visa, the moment you have the D visa, you have the chance to apply for a temporary residence. Another one is the frequency. The Serbia C visa has options for entrances of the visa, such as the single entry visa, the double entry visa, and the multiple entry visa. Whereas the D visa has a single entry visa, which leads you to the residence permit. So guys, another one is about working opportunities. If you come with the C visa, you cannot work in Serbia. No employer will employ you with a C visa. But if you come with a D visa, you have a chance to work in Serbia. So before I come to the conclusion of this video, guys, if you find this video very interesting, I request you to like. And if you find any questions or you didn't understand anything, please write your question in the comment section. I'll come and respond to you. And if you think there's anybody wishes to hear this that we've just talked about, or the difference between the C visa or the D visa, please share this video to that person. In my conclusion, be very careful and mind so much when you're choosing which type of visa to apply for when traveling to Serbia. Guys, I'm saying like this because most of you come with a C visa and then you change your mind. You'll be like, oh my god, I wish to stay in Serbia, but yet you've come with a C visa, you know. Yet a C visa is a short stay. The moment it expires, you have to exit, and you cannot switch your C visa to a temporary residence permit. But if you had come with the D visa, you can switch your D visa to a temporary residence permit. So once applying for a visa, bear that in mind. Yes, and I don't have much to say. I just want to wish you a good luck. And yeah, bye. Ciao, and thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.